Gran Turismo 7, the new update it's been hilarious so far. This is probably the best car they've added in this update. Completely ignore my incredible driving with please, go. And like with all the GT7 updates, engine swaps. That's right, my friends. We're checking out some incredible stuff today. We're gonna be starting with the Mitsubishi GTO, moving on to the Evo 10 for a pretty cool one. And of course, the Mazda Roadster. This is a special one right here. The good old GTO. Man, I love the look of this thing. It kind of symbolizes the Eclipse a little bit, but it's kind of like the long boy Eclipse. Has anyone ever said that ever? Probably not. You're welcome. Just something about these classic cars, just in general. This era of car was clearly driver focused. Everything's just as it should be. No more and no less than what is required. And I was quite surprised that this is all-wheel drive. I'm sure I already knew that, but, you know, it's in the backlog of the memory. It's in my obsidian, or my notion for the new kids. Extremely quiet, extremely ready and rearing, and set up perfectly for more power, which is what we're about to do. So this screen looks a little different. Look at the engine swap. It's got a range of prices. Yes, my friends, 2 engine swaps available for this car. One of them being the Demon Challenger engine, going from a measly 300 horsepower to 840. And that is pre-upgrades, but this is pretty cool, right? We've got 2 engine swaps available. This one actually is more power. It costs quite a lot more, which is kind of funny to think about. But a lot of people were complaining that the first engine swap had too much lag. If it wasn't very usable, very performant, but nonetheless, what's going on? Why have we got 2 demonic levels of performance upgrade engines for this car? Why are we throwing in 800 at the minimum with this car? I don't know. Let's find out how far we can take this thing with the supercharger. Mate, we're gonna take it to the sky and no further. There's also a wide body to this car. I've not ever visually customized this car, so there's a lot of things to check out with this GT. Oh my god. There's something about... There's not something. There's everything about a good old V8. Why are you soft limitering it? It's like 3,000 RPM. Give us like a disgraceful. So the wide body, mwah, me Nike very much. Oh, there's something we need to talk about as well. You guys keep bullying me. I got this comment, diagnosing me with ADHD. I already know I paid for diagnosis, but this confirms, as per the comment, you can actually use the manufacturer wheels and actually make them fit. I've never done this. I promise you. I definitely didn't know this. I mean, they still don't really fit. So you lied. Not only did you diagnose me, you lied. Okay, you can kind of fit it, but not fully. You can essentially put spacers and not much else, which is it's better than not, right? It's better than not. Customization on this thing, we're going to add extra just colored skirts around it with a nice aggressive diffuser. How about upgraded wang? Absolutely. That looks good as it is. We've got the roll cages we can put in. We got the tow hook we can put in. So we look like a real race car. And unfortunately, we don't have the ability to change the grille. What grille? It's a good point. Why does this car not have a grille? Insert something witty here. So we're starting with a measly 840 brake horsepower, and we end with 1,186. All right, it's a freaking lot. It's basically what I'm saying here. Look at the weight as well. I didn't realize this thing was so heavy. I mean, not now, but like before. What the hell? What was that noise? That sounded amazing. Whatever, it was holding its speed. It was sounding incredible. Mate, I forgot this thing's all-wheel drive there for a second. I was expecting it to just spin out and lose control. That's sounding incredible. I don't know how I can recreate that other than to replay the very beginning of the race over and over again. What was that black smoke there for a second? Who's broken? Who's a diesel? Who's dirty? Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Yee! Oh, this feels good. Oh, it's definitely all-wheel drive. I know that because if it wasn't, I would have spun out and died. That's good knowledge. If you can spin out and die, then basically it's rear-wheel drive. Some science for you there. That's some good science. If it's any of the others and you do die, congratulations. That's pretty big. Excuse me. Oh yeah. The rear end looking a little Sylvia-like, actually, thinking about it. Mate, so I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what Gran Turismo looks like on the PS5 Pro. This is where I'm going to admit, yes, I did purchase one. I did want the special one, but I missed out by having to log in with the two-factor authentication. We'll talk about that on the second channel another day. But yes, my friends, I bought it because there's at least 2 racing games to check out, and, you know, I can give consumer advice. I can reclaim VAT. Can you do that? Ah! And I will basically tell you whether you should not buy it or if you should. There's actually a pretty interesting feature about the PS5 Pro. Nothing to do with any of the new games at all. We'll talk about that when I actually get my hands on it. But mate, this GTO is pretty spicy. Look how wide, sexy V80. It's essentially my dream car. Japanese, big old V8, supercharged, pretty good. What is that noise? Who doesn't love a big old V8 motor? I had to get it in there once. Mate, look, it's a hypercar. It blends in. I can't hear it over these stupid P1s and LaFerrari. I mean, FXXKs. Get lost, basically. Get lost. Moving on to something also Japanese. They're all Japanese. Huh. The Evo 10. Now, I keep telling people that this car would have been better with a V6. And hell, it would have been better with anything other than the engine in it. I just think they should have maybe stepped it up a little bit. I do love the Evo 10. It's still probably my favorite looking shape of the Evo, personally. Though I am now leaning more towards the older ones. Basically, what I'm going to say is it needs more power. It doesn't really have enough. You could boost these to high hell if you wish to. But I'm always afraid of the fact that it might just blow up if you do so. Oh, by the way, mine's on sale. You can buy mine. Please, someone buy it. I don't need this. I need space, okay? Please. Once again, we have got 2 engine swaps available for this thing. Once again, this, which again, like, it's quite slow, and the Evo Final GRB version of the engine, which is pretty damn cool. I just wanted to check this out because you're putting race car engine into not race car. It's a chunky boy, but quite frankly, we're going from 300 to 500 horsepower from go for 300,000. It's quite a lot to ask when, you know, the option of 900 horsepower is that right here. But we're going to do it. We're going to keep it within the family. Maybe Mitsubishi can prove to me that it doesn't need more power. It just needed to be bored up a little bit, or whatever they probably did to the Evo race engine. Bored it up, bigger turbo. It needs more power, doesn't it? Even Mitsubishi knew that. It's quite weird that I haven't, you know, thrown all my money at this car in any way. I would jump in and, you know, throw... Oh, I've already got the tyres. Okay. No, I already did some modification to it, to be fair. Well, I must have, but then also the game has, because race car, right? We can go for the higher... Okay. Before we do any of this, let's see if Mitsubishi can prove to me that there's only needed 500 horsepower. Thing is, with Gran Turismo sense of speed, 500 horsepower feels about, like, 250. Ooh! Oh, it sounds good! Oh, it makes a nice little noise. To be fair, this is pretty good. Time trial, so I've already done a little bit at the beginning of the course, but she feels planted. She feels to the... Something that I didn't really love about the Evo 10 experience, other than the power, is that it kind of just felt like a little boaty floaty. Not in the normal sense, because it kind of wasn't, but it felt cheap. Whenever you go over a bump, I'm not selling my car very well here. When you go over a bump, it just kind of feels hollow, is what I would say, which it's fine because the Mitsubishi is not that heavy of a car. I just hope not, because it's a bloody 4-cylinder. What is this? A transit van? I'm not to sell your car. But mate, it feels it's a proper stock. This is nice. This is a nice amount of power. I don't think you'd need more than this. But a V6 would also still be kind of nice. 788 horsepower. Not bad. Actually, pretty acceptable. I use this quite a lot. 73 miles. For Gran Turismo and me jumping through cars and cars and cars, 73 miles. That's that's quite a lot. How are we getting on now, Mr. Evo 10? Honestly, the boost feels better, but beyond that, oh, and the brakes, because I did put the carbons on, and the brake pads, it genuinely feels like you've just put more boost in the Evo, which is practically all we did. No. We bored up the race. it feels nice to drive. It understeers, but it's kind of like that predictable, warm, fuzzy understeer, you know? One way you kind of, it knows its place. It doesn't need to go anymore. You hit the limit pretty quickly, and the wall along with it, because you can't steer fast enough, or because you misjudged the corner and can't tell the speed. Moving on! I really, really love this little MX-5. It's just so amazing. It's wide, it's low, it's race car-y. He really think he wanna be real race. He really think he real race car. He think he could win race. Look at this cute little thing. That's basically what I feel. Again, kind of warm, kind of fuzzy. What is it with this car wanting to drive off the cliff? Just something about it. It could be a boat. You never know. Maybe one day he dream of be boat. Anyway, what happens if you take this tiny little car and spend 1.75 million on an engine? This is UK. Is the UK currency different to the American currency in Gran Turismo, or is it very similar? Or is it the same? Because I see the Japanese yen one all the time, and like, I'm like, oh, what the frick? Right, it's a 787B! Yes, this is what dreams are made of, friends. Just rob all my money, Gran Turismo. Quite frankly, you kind of deserve it for this. Go on! Go on! Holy crap. This is gonna be something. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've used a lot of the 4 rotums in this game. Wait, hang on. It's so low. How has it not got the upgradable suspension? That's kind of fun. I didn't expect that. We've already done a few of these, but I feel like this might be the best one yet. It's just ridiculous, ridiculous noise, ridiculous amount of power, 1,000 horsepower in an MX-5 with a 4. Like, why? Who cooked this up? Who's smoking? What are they smoking? Oh, no. Oh, no. This is gonna be insane. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No! Come on, Miata. 4-rotor Mazda Miata with the little... Yeah, if anyone didn't see that come out, I don't know what to tell you. Oh! Stop! There's a car spun in the road and you just smack into it! Can you drive? Look at the little headlights, it's so fun. Right, I need to whack on... Oh, there you go, all the way to 5 on the traction. This is just... unnecessary. Oh, we've got NOS! Unnecessary power for a tiny, tiny little car. And I still can't get past these massively wide briggles. Sorry, can you tell I'm genuinely just so excited about this car. It's hilarious. I just love it so much. I am, unfortunately, extremely scared of it in pretty much every capacity. I don't think I will ever get the most out of this car. I don't think many people ever will. Maybe if you tune the gears to the point where it has no power ever, that could be usable. The noise! Oh, the pace. Here's a reason I could never, honestly, get into actual driving and racing some of the cars that I make or own. Number one, I would be afraid I would bin it into the wall. But the thing is, I'm all about fun. You know me, competition is secondary. Entertainment, fun, speed and power. Not beating other people. Speed and power for my own sake. I just want speed and power to myself. I'm not asking to share the speed and power or to use the speed and power to compete against other people with speed and power. I just want a speed and power and spin out and crash and have a good time. And it's not something I would really... It doesn't really align with the people that are there trying to, you know, be real race people that spend lots and lots and lots and lots of money to try and be real race. It's not me. It's not me. I like car. It make good noise. It fun. If you hadn't realized that yet, I don't really know what to tell you, to be honest. Oh, what a machine! I love this thing. This is a hard one. I've enjoyed all of these cars. I think that the surprising favorite of one I would genuinely love to see is probably the Evo, which I've realistically added to this video to try and, you know, make someone buy my Evo. So maybe I'm biased, but no. Now, here's a little replay of exactly what happened to It doesn't matter. I'm in a Miata. You're in McLaren P1 GTRs. You spent a hell of a lot more money than I did. Ignoring this, you know, 1.75 million on a engine. We're gonna ignore that part, but we're gonna have a list. Jesus, I could not drive this thing at all. The P1s are too loud. Get them P1s out of here. Whoa! Maniac. There you go. The little MX-5 that could, or sorry, the Euros, and Mazda. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's a little bit quiet, but four-rotor. Who doesn't love a four-rotor? Anyway, thanks so much for watching the Gran Turismo video. What's the last one, please? Come on. Hurry up. I ain't got all day.